These words carry a heavy weight for Demi Moore. As she looks at her daughters today, she reflects on a life that has been a whirlwind of Hollywood glamour and unimaginable private pain. At 40, healing from her divorce from Bruce Willis, Ashton Kutcher landed in her life like a dream. He was 25, charming, and promised her the world. But what started as the industry's most talked about romance ended in Demi's darkest chapter. Now, at 62, she is finally telling the whole story: the secret miscarriage, the regrets, and the addiction that nearly claimed her life. This is what really happened between Demi and Ashton. A childhood without a safety net. Demi Moore's journey began in Roswell, New Mexico, on November 11, 1962. Stability was a foreign concept. Her father left before she was born, and her mother struggled with severe alcohol abuse. By the time Demi was 14, the family had moved over 30 times. The trauma of her youth was profound. At age 12, she had to use her small hands to dig pills out of her mother's mouth during a suicide attempt. At 15, she suffered a horrific betrayal when her mother allegedly allowed an older man to assault her for $500. These scars followed her into adulthood, fueling a deep-seated need for security she rarely found. Seeking an escape, she married rock musician Freddie Moore at just 17. Though the marriage lasted only 4 years, she kept his surname as her stage name, a name that would soon become synonymous with superstardom. The rise of a Hollywood icon. Demi's big break came at 19 on General Hospital, but her transition to film was nearly derailed by a growing addiction to party culture. It was director Joel Schumacher who saved her career during the filming of St. Elmo's Fire. He gave her an ultimatum: get sober or lose the part. Demi chose to fight. Her sobriety led to a legendary run in the 1990s. Ghost became a global phenomenon, making $505.7 million and turning the pottery wheel scene into an iconic piece of cinematic history. She continued to shatter glass ceilings, becoming the highest-paid actress in the world with a $12.5 million paycheck for striptease. Whether she was shaving her head for G.I. Jane or posing pregnant on the cover of Vanity Fair, Demi was constantly challenging how the world viewed women, strength, and motherhood. The Bruce Willis era, a model for blended families. In 1987, Demi met Bruce Willis. Their Las Vegas wedding was impulsive, but their bond was deep. Together, they had 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah. While their 11-year marriage ended in 1998, they achieved something rare in Hollywood: a peaceful, loving divorce. They remained best friends and co-parents, setting a standard for blended families that persists to this day as Demi continues to support Bruce through his recent health battles with frontotemporal dementia. The Ashton Kutcher years: love, loss, and betrayal. When Demi met Ashton Kutcher in 2003, the spark was instantaneous. Despite a 15-year age gap that the media obsessed over, their connection felt spiritual. Within months, Ashton was a staple in her daughters' lives, even learning to French braid their hair and attending parenting classes. However, behind the red carpet smiles, the couple was grieving. 6 months into a pregnancy, Demi suffered a miscarriage. They lost a baby girl they had named Chaplin Ray. The heartbreak sent Demi spiraling back toward the addiction she had kept at bay for 20 years. To keep her younger husband happy, she admitted to agreeing to threesomes that left her feeling ashamed and disconnected. The final blow came on their 6th wedding anniversary in 2011. Demi discovered through a Google alert that Ashton had been unfaithful with a 22-year-old woman. The public humiliation and the end of the marriage sent her into a total collapse. The spiral and the seizure. By 2012, Demi's life was falling apart. She was addicted to synthetic cannabis and prescription painkillers, her weight dropping to a dangerous 98 pounds. During a party at her home, she suffered a terrifying seizure that resulted in a 911 call and a stint in rehab. The most painful consequence of her addiction was the 3-year estrangement from her daughters. Tallulah later described the period as watching her mother turn into a monster. The girl stopped speaking to her entirely, skipping her 50th birthday and major life milestones. Healing and solo partnering. The road to recovery was long, involving 18 months of intensive family therapy and emotional retreats. The breakthrough came in 2015 when Tallulah reached out after her own stint in rehab.
Today, the family is closer than ever, with her daughters even getting matching mother tattoos in Demi's handwriting. Now at 62, Demi Moore has embraced a new philosophy: solo partnering. She no longer seeks a partner to complete her, she is focusing on her own growth and her beloved dog, Pilaf. From a traumatized child in New Mexico to the highest paid woman in Hollywood, Demi's story is no longer defined by the men in her life, but by her own resilience. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood history, make sure to like this video and subscribe to Prestige Buzz. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss a story about your favorite icons.